Okay, now let's complete this table in page 26. In this table, you can see that the name of the plant here, Coniferous Swamp, Mangrove Swamp, Water Lily Wetland, Conifer Forest, and the Plant Swamp, here Cactus, here we have Palm Tree, and also the Sugar Maple, Dwarf Tree, Tundra, and the trees in Savannah. Okay, now these are the different kinds of trees in different places. I'm gonna show you a picture about the environment, and you will write the environment characteristics, and you will write also how the plant can survive in this environment or in this condition, and I will help you also to answer these questions. Okay guys, do you understand? Now let's move for the first one, and I will back again to write here. Now that is the pictures in your book. That is this Coniferous Swamp and the Mangrove Swamp and Lily Wetland, and like that. I'm gonna to show you the pictures bigger to understand what you will write. Okay, now question. Now the first one, guys. Now as you see here in your if you look over in your book, you can see that the environment characteristics and how the plant can survive in this place. Okay, now the first one is called what? It's called the crispy swamp. Bold crispy swamp. What is the environment characteristics as you see here? Now this, you can use these words to help you. Now this place wet, as you see here, we have a lot of water. Okay, now this place is wet, and also this place shady. The place here shady. Okay, we do not have a lot of sunlight. Okay, now think about the plant needs every time. When you look over about the plant, how the plant can get their needs, you should to think about the plant needs. The plant needs what? The plant needs water, sunlight, carbon dioxide, and also nutrients. Okay, and of course carbon dioxide in the air it not need, خلاص موجود, it's in the air. Nutrients of course in the soil most of time. We don't explain this and this. Most of time it will be there for everywhere. But the most important point, and most of time not in the environment, the sunlight or the water. How the plant can compete or struggle to get the water and sunlight. What the meaning of struggle? Struggle or compete, it means a fight to get the sunlight or water. Okay, the meaning of struggle, it will fight to get the water or the sunlight, sorry, or the water. Okay, now in this picture here, as you see, we don't have a lot of the sunlight, so the plant will become very tall and thick trunk. The plant will become tall and thick trunk. Okay, thick trunk to absorb the sunlight. Very tall and a thick trunk to allow them to become taller. Okay, now I will back again to the schedule. Okay, right like that in the schedule. Right here wet. Right here wet and shady. Okay, and this place is tall. The trees will be tall and have thick trunk. The thick trunk, I mean that is the stem of the tree will be huge like that. See the thick trunk, guys. Okay, and also it will be very, very tall. Okay, that's the first one. Do you understand what we will make, guys? This next picture talking about the mangrove swamp. That is the mangrove swamp. Okay, as you see here, the mangrove swamp. What about the environment here? The environment here have what? Yes, the environment here wet also. We have a lot of water, and this place, but this place is sunny, not shady. We have a lot of sunlight here in this place, so we can write here wet and sunny place. So the problem for this plant here, for this soil not stable. So it has strong and long roots to anchor them in the soil. Long and strong roots. That's for Mangrove Swamp. You should to memorize also the name of this place. Mangrove Swamp, we have long strong roots. We have long strong roots in Mangrove Swamp. Okay guys? Now again, you come back to the schedule like that and write here wet and sunny and long strong roots. Long strong roots. As you see here, this place have a lot of water, all water, and maybe this place is sunny. Now, how the plant can get the sunlight when this all with this all water? Now the leaves float, okay, float to get the sunlight. By this way, the plant can get the sunlight by let the leaves float, as you see. Okay, now back again to the schedule here and write in lily plant, write this plant, this place at first, all water, and the leaves float, okay, to get the sunlight, like that. Like that, guys. Okay, like that, guys. You will answer all of them by the same way. Okay, now let's move for the coniferous plants. Coniferous plants, guys, it's very important. You should understand very well. This is the conifers, because the conifers, we have a lot of pictures for that, not just one. If you remember, we talked about that in the video. Let me to show you the video about the conifers. Look over, guys, here. These are the conifers also. Here we have coniferous plants. Can you see that? The coniferous plant will live in the very cold places. That is the coniferous plants. Live in very, very cold places. And we have a lot of ice in this place. We have a lot of ice. We have a lot of snow. And the stem of this one, it will be very flexible to allow the plant to hold a lot of snow or a lot of ice. And also we have needles here. Needles is like something like spine. That is called needles, Shabab. Okay, now these are needles. Can you see that? Can you see these needles of the coniferous plants? All of that are needles. Okay. Okay, now coniferous plants live in the cold places, and there are no much sun in this place, and the coniferous plants have these needles. How this can survive? It can survive by a lot of ways. If you remember, we talked about this video. Talked about the ice and these needles. These needles allow the plant to hold the ice inside and let the air to get inside them to make the leaves moist most of the time. And also the needles will keep all the animals away from the plant. Now again, let's move for the schedule to write about the coniferous plants. Look over, guys. That is the coniferous plant. This place is cold and have a lot of mountains and no much sun. Now these coniferous plants have needles to keep the animals away. You can write here that the coniferous plant place is cool or cold, both of them true, but cold, it will be cooler than cold. Okay, cold, it will be cooler than cold, just it. Now, but we can use cold or cold, both of them true. Okay, now here we have a mountain also, mountain. Okay, and the plant in this case, we have needles to keep the animal away. Okay, now by this way the plant can survive in this place. Excellent. Okay, now I don't write more. I just explain the others. I don't write anything else. You will complete all the schedule by yourself, but I will help you more by talking more about the others. Okay, now let's move for another picture. Now, this is called Pitcher Plant Swamp. Pitcher Plant Swamp. What do you think about this environment? This sunny or all water or wet or shady or dark or what? Yeah, I want someone to... I think my friend, yes, this place is wet and totally dark. Totally dark. We do not have any sunlight here. So the stem of the leaves, the stem of the plant, this stem of the plant will become very, very tall to absorb the sunlight. Will become very tall to absorb the sunlight. Okay, now again, this place is wet and dark. So the stem will become tall to absorb the sunlight. Let's move for next picture. Welcome back for all of you. Welcome back. Let's talk about cactus, because cactus is the most important one. I will explain it, and we will write all these details in the book. Okay, if you don't have more place in your book, you can write in paper outside and stick this paper in your book. Okay, now the cactus is the most important one, guys. Now what about the environment of cactus? Look over, guys, here. The environment of cactus is a very hard, very strong environment. Now this place sunny. Now the plant don't search for sun, of course. Wait, Yakosai, wait. Now this place sunny. And now this place, of course, dry and hot because of the sun. Most of the year, the place is we have a very strong sun. And also how the plant here can survive. How the plant here can survive. At first, it will store all the water and food inside their stem. Like ham of the camel, subhanallah. The camel ham store food and water, right, in desert. The same thing here, guys. This one have also ham like the camel. But this ham not like the camel, of course, because it's plant. Now this plant store food and water inside their stem. And also they are covered by waxy cover. This waxy cover can prevent the water. Don't let any water to get out. And also this one have a spine, as you see here, to keep the animals away. And also this also have something here in their spines to absorb the water from the air. To absorb the water from the air. What about the roots? These roots for this plant very, very long to absorb the water from underground. Okay, guys, you can write that quickly. Yes, Kusai. Spines of this cactus. This spine will keep the animal away. Okay, the animal away. The desert characteristics, as you see here, dry, sunny, hot, mountains of sand, and like that. How this palm tree can adapt or can survive in this hard condition? It like to grow near water. By this way, can survive. Grow near water. The palm tree like to grow near water. Okay, let's move for the forest. The sugar maple in the forest, as you see here. Now in this place, we have a lot of trees and a lot of plants. How this can survive? Now the stem will become very tall to catch the sunlight. And also we have thick trunk here. Okay, now to struggle to the sunlight. Do you understand the meaning of struggle? Struggle, it means to fight to get the sunlight. Now the plant also fight each other. Yes, the plant also fight each other to get the sunlight. Now in the forest with this sugar maple tree, it will become tall and thick trunk to catch the sunlight above, to be very tall to catch the sunlight, to get the sunlight. Okay, now let's move for this one here. Now, some of you ask me, what about the plant very small here, mister? How the plant very small here, it can get the sunlight or can get the water? Okay, now at first this plant very small not need a lot of sunlight. The second point is this will grow close of the ground, like this one, like this one. Now this place cold, and this place not a lot of water, so the plant here will grow close of the ground to absorb the water quickly. All the plants here, as you see here, most of the plants here, it will be very small. Okay, now let's move for the last one in savanna. In the savanna, these trees here in savanna, as you see here, these branches of the tree will be wide. Why? To struggle for the sunlight also. Now to face the sunlight. Now in savanna, the trees, the branches of trees, these are called branches, guys. The branches of trees, it will become very wide to absorb the sunlight or to get this sunlight. Okay, guys? Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you understand. I hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Inshallah. Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.